Hey guys, welcome back to another Helix video. Wanted to share some exciting news that Line 6 announced today at the Winter NAMM show out in Anaheim. Helix is now going to be available in a plugin format. It's going to be called Helix Native. For all you recording guys out there, this is exciting news. I'm thrilled. Pretty much since day one of having the Helix, I wished I could have a plug-in version of it. So Line 6 has delivered. Thank you to Line 6 for that. Essentially, this has everything that Helix has in the software version. Anything you can do on Helix, you can do in the plugin. All the amps, cabs, effects, routing, all that good stuff. Really great thing about that is because the architecture is the same, you can transfer sounds really easily back and forth. So you have a recording project and you have all of your tones for that. You want to go play it live, you can just transfer those over to Helix's presets, which is a great feature. So, and vice versa. If you have presets you use live, when you go to the studio, you want to transfer those over to build them up from scratch. Super easy. Just click of a button and you're ready to go. So thank you again, Line 6, man. This is really cool. I'm very excited to see this coming out. So if you aren't a Helix user, the plugin standalone is going to be $3.99. If you are a Helix user, if you own the Helix floor or the Helix rack, you'll be able to grab this for 99 bucks. At $99, this is an absolute no-brainer. I can't think of any possible reason not to pick this up at $99 if you own a Helix, unless you just don't do any recording or anything like that. I guess then you wouldn't. But anyway, really cool stuff. Very excited about it. Release date has been said to be spring of 2017. So, hopefully March, April we'll see it. The earlier the better. So we'll see when that comes out. Also, the firmware for Helix, firmware version 2.20, they've gone ahead and released what it's going to be as a preview, which is really great. They are calling it the Get Low update because it's very bass centric. Should be out in February, as you can see. So a lot of this stuff, I'm not really a bass player, so I can't comment too much as far as what these amps are going to sound like or these effects, but I know a lot of bass players are going to be thrilled with this stuff. This is things they've been asking for a while. So good on Line 6 for listening and responding and giving the bass players some love. So good stuff there. There is one amp model for guitars that is going to be in this. This is based on the Big Bottom high gain model. I remember using that in some of the older Line 6 products, and the Veta and the XT line or X3 line. It's basically how you would imagine. It's a high gain amp, and it's got a lot of bottom end, and it sounds good, really chunky. So that's cool. They've got some new cabinets that they're adding. A lot of this stuff's bass related, but you can see there are some guitar cabinets as well. More guitar cabinets gives you a wider tonal palette to choose from, more tools to work with. So that's a good thing. On the effects end of things, auto swell, which is great. You can, of course, do this kind of effect with a volume pedal, but I just find it easier and a lot of times more effective just to be able to use this auto swell. I know that effect was on some of the older Line 6 products. Happy to see that coming back. Vintage swell and Adriatic swell. I'm assuming that this is basically combining some of the delay models with the swell feature from the auto swell. It's kind of a little bit of a guess on my part, but I think that's what it's doing. So both of those should be pretty cool. I don't really mess around too much with the synth stuff, so I don't know really how the 4 oscillator is going to be different from the 3, other than having another oscillator. But there you go. There's that to work with. Back on the recording end of things, now Helix will be able to send and receive MIDI clock information. That's going to be really cool. So if you have a tempo set in your project you're working on in your DAW, Helix will be able to lock into the tempo you have set. So any time-based like delay or modulation effects that you have set up in Helix for eighth note, quarter note, 16th, that you have set up for that type of thing. It'll automatically lock into the tempo of your project, which just, it saves you one more step of making sure that they're set the same, and it just makes life a little bit easier. So that's really cool. The next thing is Variax Workbench HD support. For me personally, this is huge. This was actually the most exciting part for me personally when I was reading through the preview here. I've been a long-time Variax user, and that was one of the things when Helix came out to lose the ability to have it talk to your computer through Helix and have to break out the USB interface for that. It's kind of a pain. I mean, not that bad of a problem, but this is even better. You don't have to break out another adapter interface. Just you'll be able to do any of your Variax editing and Workbench stuff right directly through. I just said right directly. You'll be able to do it directly through Helix, which is a good thing. So clear bypass assignment. This looks to be kind of a time saver sort of thing. Quickly clear out assignments for your different bypass for effects and stuff like that. I'll come back to this in 1 second. This is a lower pack, but one thing of note, it looks like on the reverb and the pitch effects that they have optimized them to be less DSP intensive. That's pretty cool. That, meaning you can pack more stuff into each preset. If you're using the reverb and pitch effects, they won't be quite as power hungry as before, which is good. Okay, this Allure Pack IR, Dan from 65 Amps is I guess partnered with Line 6 and done 6 impulse responses of some different cabinets, and really great of Line 6. You can go download these now, even if you're not a Helix user. Any device you have that has IR loading, or if you're running plugins that load IRs, they're there. They're free. So that's I think a really nice thing that Line 6 is doing there. Looking at the kind of the release notes here. Basically, I'm going to guess a little bit, excuse me, a little bit on what these cabinets are going to be, but 59 tweed, I'm assuming that's like a 4x10 Baseman cab. A30, that's going to be like a box 2x12. US Deluxe, probably 1x12, brick greenback 4x12 with greenbacks, a high watt 4x12, and then a Mesa or Cali, Mesa Buggy 4x12 with finished 30s. So that's just icing on the cake, to get an extra 6 free IRs just for the heck of it. And I'll probably do, if I get the chance, I'll do a video kind of showcasing these new IRs and maybe even comparing them to the Helix cabs just to see how they sound. But anyway, that's it for now. Just, really, I keep saying really a lot, but really excited for the plugin to come out, the new firmware. Even if you don't get the plugin, the firmware and IRs are going to be free for Helix users. So Line 6 is really stepping it up. They're taking care of their user base. They're keeping it fresh and innovative. Big thank you to Line 6 and all the hard work they're doing, and for continuing to make my life easier and easier. So thanks again to Line 6. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos, and there'll be more to come. Thanks.